The following is a presentation of sports on Sunny 99.7, the home of St. Edmond Gales Athletics.
Hi, this is St. Edmond boys basketball coach Adolph Kokendorfer, and you're listening to your home for Gales boys basketball, Sunny 99.7.
St. Edmond Gales basketball is on the air. Gales basketball is brought to you in part by Peking Garden, Party Productions, Flooring America Design Center, Michael Boer American Family Insurance, Loffersweiler, Appliance Plus Furniture and Mattress, Stone Creek Landscape and Nursery, and Danielle Lynch at Farm Bureau Financial Services. And now, here's Lance Lennon.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the St. Edmond Gale Boys Basketball pregame show on Sunny 99.7. My name is Lance Lennon. Brock Freeman's back in the studio, and right next to me is Rob, keeping the stats. This evening's St. Edmond Gale Basketball pregame show is brought to you by Central Iowa Distributing. The Gales played a dominant defensive game this past Tuesday against the Webster City Lynx in a classic North Central Conference battle. St. Edmond utilized their superior length and efficient interior scoring to secure a 59-32 victory. The Gales set the tone early, neutralizing the Lynx perimeter attack and forcing Webster City into a physical, low-scoring affair that played right into the hands of the veteran Gale front court. Hunter Horn was once again the catalyst for the offense, leading all scorers with 22 points on a 10 of 16 shooting performance. While Horn handled the bulk of the scoring, the Gales' depth on the glass was the real story of the night. Freshman Logan Hansen stepped up in a big way, leading the team with 9 rebounds, while Horn and Koopman combined for a total of 14 of their own. Koopman and Carson Bargfried provided the necessary secondary scoring with 8 points apiece, while the team's unselfishness was on full display as Horn and McElroy combined for 6 assists to keep the offense in sync against a gritty Lynx defense. Joining us now is Coach Kokendorfer. Coach, welcome to the show.
Good to be here, Lance.
Hey, so in that win over Webster City, Horn was extremely efficient inside, going 10 for 16. We've talked before about if one player is hot or not hot, then the other threats are there, and that's how you keep the defense honest. So talk to us a little bit about how this team just seems to know who's going to have that hot hand in any given night.
Well, it kind of almost plays into the game, Lance. You have to go to the guy that's open, and if he hits a couple, you got to keep going back to him. So that's kind of the game kind of dictates what they want to try to take away from us, and then we try to take advantage of what they're not taking away. They have to cheat or something, to try to take something away, and then usually somebody else is open, and we've got a good enough team to where that person seems to get something positive going then. So that's kind of the deal there, I think.
All righty. So we've talked about freshman Logan Hansen coming off the bench, and he led the team with 9 rebounds, and that was a physical conference game. So that's no small feat for him. How much has his emergence as a reliable presence on the glass allowed your seniors like Horn and Jacob to be more aggressive on the defensive glass?
Well, it's just huge that he can go in there and rebound like that. He's a pretty strong kid for a freshman. He's kind of focused on that part of his game. That's where we need him, and he's gotten better and better. So hopefully there's a few things he's still, he's a freshman. There's a few things he needs to get a little bit better at defensively, but we're working on it in practice. But for him to get 9 rebounds was great. It takes a lot of stress. Then let's us rest one of those guys once in a while, a little bit more. So we hope he can keep it up.
All righty. So we're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more with Coach Kokendorfer, and we'll talk about tonight's contest. This evening, St. Edmond Gale basketball pregame show on Sunny 99.7 is brought to you by Central Iowa Distributing.
St. Edmond Gales basketball is on the air. Gales basketball is brought to you in part by CJ Bio of America, Plum Supply Kitchens and Bath, Fort Dodge Fiber, Jaden Electric, Riley Armstrong Plumbing and Heating, along with Sports Page Bar and Grill. Once again, here's Lance Lennon.
Welcome back to the St. Edmond Gale basketball pregame show on Sunny 99.7. This evening, the 19-2 St. Edmond Gales begin postseason play as they host the 3-18 West Hancock Eagles. This evening's St. Edmond Gale basketball pregame show is brought to you by Central Iowa Distributing. The Gales enter tonight's contest following a string of dominant performance where their senior leadership has been the calling card. Hunter Horn continues to pace the offense with an incredible 26.2 points per game, shooting nearly 57% from the floor. He is flanked by the dangerous Carson Bargfried, who's knocking on the door of 40% from three-point range, and Jacob Koopman, whose efficiency has been off the charts at 59.4%. He's been also nearly 48% from deep. Setting the table for this high-octane offense is Jack McElroy, who remains one of the premier distributors in the area with 6.2 assists and a strong 3.4 assist-to-turnover ratio. And we can't forget about the efforts of Grant Gallus as he continues to quietly average 2.5 steals and assists per game while putting up 7.5 points. The West Hancock Eagles fly into Fort Dodge with a balanced attack led by junior Keegan Albertson. He leads the team in scoring at 11.4 points per game. The Eagles rely heavily on their senior experience with Paxton Johnston and Cooper McLaughlin, both providing a physical presence in the paint and a combined scoring points of about 17 points a night. While the Eagles are competitive on the glass, with Johnson and McLaughlin both averaging over 5 boards, they have struggled at times with ball security. Their primary ball handlers, Albertson and McLaughlin, are currently combining for nearly 7 turnovers a game, a vulnerability the aggressive Gale defense will surely look to exploit. For the Gales to be successful tonight, they must take advantage of the discrepancy in playmaking, and they need to play their brand of basketball and not overlook the offensive potential of this team. If Horn and Koopman maintain their dominance on the boards and McElroy and Gallus display their usual ball control, the Gales should make short work of the Eagles tonight. Back with us now is Coach Kokendorfer. Welcome back, Coach.
Good to be back. Thanks.
Okay. West Hancock comes into tonight 3-18, but this is postseason, and everyone is gunning to be that Cinderella story. This team has shown their ability to overcome adversity and play a grueling schedule. And by this team, I mean your team. That could have been a little confusing. I apologize. So are they ready to take on all comers as they are the team to beat in this district?
You know, I think we just have to carry on with the way we ended that regular season. And I think it's becoming part of our routine is come out and play hard right away and defend really hard and rebound. You know, if we can do that and set the tone, that's really important for us. Then our offense seems to run a lot better. So that's what we've been focusing on. And you know, as long as we keep getting better at it, that'll be a good thing. So I think we'll get after it tonight. I know that.
All right. So we've seen Jack McElroy and your backcourt value that ball at an elite level all season. While West Hancock has struggled with turnovers in their guard rotation, what does that kind of leadership, you know, in terms of keeping calm in these win or go home situations done for this team?
Well, it's really important. You know, he doesn't turn the ball over very much, so he usually finds the open guy, and that's very, very important. You know, they have confidence in him. If they work hard and they get open, there's a good chance they'll get the ball, so they need to be ready. Jack, you know, and defensively he's been really good. So, you know, that's what we're looking for tonight, him to come out and defend that other point guard and make the other point guard work. So that's going to be a key, and it has been.
Oh, well, all right, Coach. We wish you the best of luck tonight. We'll have your Daniel Tyer post-game show interview after the game.
Okay, Lance. Thank you.
All right. That was St. Edmond basketball coach Adolph Kokendorfer with me on the St. Edmond Gale basketball pregame show here on Sunny 99.7. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups and the opening tip-off. This evening's St. Edmond Gale basketball pregame show is brought to you by Central Iowa Distributing.
There's a kind of magic to making memories, to finding time for the little things and the big things, the new things, and the things you'll do over and over again. It's the magic of a job well done and a well-deserved day of rest, of living life to the fullest with the people you'd never want to live without. Fairway, closed on Sunday, open for life. There's a kind of magic to making memories, to finding time for the little things and the big things, the new things, and the things you'll do over and over again. It's the magic of a job well done and a well-deserved day of rest, of living life to the fullest with the people you'd never want to live without. Fairway, closed on Sunday, open for life.
For Herbie Hancock, Otherwise, it would be the East Hancock, because that would have been John Hancock, the signer of the Declaration of Independence. But it does not matter, because they're named West Hancock one way or the other. Tonight's opening pregame show was brought to you by Central Iowa Distributing. Businesses, get your custodial supplies and equipment, including chemicals, paper products, vacuums, and floor scrubbers from Central Iowa Distributing, serving Fort Dodge for over 40 years. Tonight's online streaming of the game, if you're listening to us on the interwebs out there, it's brought to you by Mitch Lund, State Farm Insurance in Fort Dodge. Contact Mitch at 515-576-4171 today for life, home, business, and auto insurance. Mitch can help you regarding mutual funds, investments, and annuities. Get a free quote. Also check out the website, golund.com. That's with 2 N's today. This evening's game can be found at yourfortdodge.com, Alexa, TuneIn app, and iHeartRadio. Thank you, Mitch Lund, for that. We do have to say thank you. If you remember, this is a home game. So as a home game, we do have video streaming, and video streaming is brought to you by Trailhead CPA PCs. Trailhead, formerly known as, pardon me, I'm drawing a blank here, Fort and Schlegel CPA. Trailhead's focus is you and your business with over 100 years of experience in agricultural accounting and taxation. You can trust Trailhead CPA PCs will be here to advise you on all your financial needs. Check them out at Trailhead CPA PC on Facebook today. Also, our video scoreboard, if you're watching it live on our YouTube channel, you can find it there. You can find it on the Sunny 99.7 or yourfortdodge.com Facebook page. And then you can also find it on the Sunny 99.7 homepage, the link to the stream there. That little video scoreboard is brought to you by Kesterson Realty. They want to take the pain out of doing any type of land interaction for you. So whether it be local, be it residential, farming, agricultural business, they're there for you. Thank you very much for them doing the video scoreboard. And our student spotlight tonight, brought to you by Jessica Miracle. Farm Bureau financial agent is going to be Grant Gallus. And I've got Grant's sheet somewhere in this pile of stuff. Here it is. Grant Gallus, he says his favorite teacher is Mr. McDermott. His favorite food is a Philly cheesesteak. I would not have pegged him for that one, but a chili cheesesteak it is. Favorite TV show is River Monsters. His favorite music is Drake. His biggest supporters are his parents. And his favorite radio announcer is Lance Lennon. Oh, thank you so much. Every single one of these kids somehow likes me. It's amazing. I feel so good. Remember, Jessica wants to remind you that these students are more than just you see here on the court. They are students also. So thank you to them for their video spotlight for this week. I want to say thank you to some of our sponsors right away, like Appliance Plus, Furniture and Mattress, 2 locations in Webster City, Algona. Their plus is so much more. How about Stone Creek Nursery, Landscape and Nursery? They're located at 3525 Fifth Avenue South in Fort Dodge. Growing beauty and building trust for 20 years. Party Productions, everything you need to customize your events. Party Productions is your premier destination of choice. From huge event tents to theatrical rentals to balloons to an almost complete line of Melissa and Doug toys and everything in between. There really isn't much you can't find underneath their roof. Thank you to those sponsors. They bring this broadcast, make this broadcast possible through their sponsorship. All righty, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have our opening lineups here in a little bit. Remember, the lineups are brought to you by Kingsgate Insurance. They design insurance and solutions specifically for you. Working with you, they will identify solutions that can protect you against risk, suit your budget, and give you peace of mind. That's how you can expect to be treated when you work with Kingsgate Insurance in downtown Fort Dodge. I would be completely remiss if I did not say congratulations to Matthew Crimmins. He is a state qualifier at 144 pounds in Class 1A. He is seeded number 4. What that means is he will, in the semifinals, have to go up against Youngblood, who is, I think, ranked number 4 in the country. So Mark gets to wrestle him in the semis instead of the finals for getting that number 4 seed. But I'll tell you what, as a sophomore, way to go, Matthew, for that number 4 seed. And this is his second time qualifying for state. I want to say a big old shout out and hello to Marcia Ean out there. And Jen Crimmins and Mark Crimmins, you're listening tonight. You are the listeners of the evening. And what does that get you? Get your name said on the radio. Congratulations for listening in. All righty, let's go through our starting lineups. For West Hancock, coming into tonight's game at 3-18, having survived the tail-in round, the pigtail round, or the play-in round against AGSWR-XYZ. And we're going to have the starters for them. That's number 2, Nathan Bixel. He's a junior guard, standing 5'10". Number 3, Paxton Johnson, a senior guard, starting 6'5". Number 4, Carson Bruns, a senior guard at 6 foot. Number 15, Keegan Albertson, a junior guard at 5'8". And number 23, Cooper McLaughlin, a senior guard at 5'10". The Eagles are coached by Jordan Savoy and assisted by James Merriam. For your Gales, coming in tonight's matchup at 19-2. We're going to have our usual senior starters here tonight, and that's going to be number 5, Captain Jacob Koopman, senior forward at 6'2". Number 10, senior guard, standing 6 foot tall, another captain, Jack McElroy. Wearing number 12, at standing 6'1", the senior guard, Grant Gallus. Final co-captain, Hunter Horn, number 34, senior, a forward at 6'5", and Carson Bargfried, the senior guard, 6'2", wearing number 42. The Gales are coached by Adolf Kokendorfer, assisted by Pat O'Rourke and Mitchell Rasmussen. That's our lineups right there, folks. We're going to go ahead, take a little break here. When we come back, we're going to have the opening tip-off, and that's going to be brought to you by North Central Occupational Medicine and Walk-In Clinic. Get immediate help regarding illness, physicals, workers' comp injuries, drug screens, cosmetic Botox injections, and weight loss management. They're the walk-in clinic north of the fire station in Fort Dodge. So we want to say thank you very much for the opening kickoff for North Central Occupational Medicine and Walk-In Clinic. All right, ladies and gentlemen, they're going to have the anthem, so we're going to go ahead and take a little break. When we come back, we'll have the tip-off, and we'll be ready to play some Gale basketball here on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent Jessica Miracle in Fort Dodge today.
From the heartbeat of local radio to cutting-edge digital campaigns, Connoisseur Media connects communities like no one else. Since 2004, we've been amplifying local voices, creating unforgettable moments, and helping brands truly shine. Whether it's radio advertising, digital marketing, or video content, we build connections that matter. Ready to engage your audience? Visit connoisseurmedia.com today, or call us at 955-5656.
Flooring America, your source for top-quality flooring, cabinets, and countertops in Fort Dodge, Iowa. Explore their wide range of options from carpet and hardwood to tile and vinyl. Their experienced team provides expert installation and a satisfaction guarantee. All right, for the Gales, of course, Hunter Horn in the middle for the tip-off, and Paxton Johnson for the Eagles. Tip-off, sent way back, almost goes out of bounds, and neither can touch it because they end up getting it. They both stepped out of bounds. McElroy came back in, established himself on the court, got the tip-off, quickly down the court, and it got to Koopman. He gets inside in the lane, puts up the shot. It's not there. Rebound tipped out to Gallus. Gallus tips it, passes it outside. It goes to Horn. Horn tries a three. It is missed. Rebound by McElroy. McElroy to Gallus, down to Bargfried, right-hand side. McElroy, back up top is Gallus. Over to the left-hand side is Gallus. He's going to work it to center. Gets it over to the right-hand side to Bargfried. Bargfried gets it inside to Horn. Horn works into the lane, spins around, off the board, no good. Tipped out by Koopman. Shot goes up, no good. Finally rebounded by the Eagles. So they had about 5 attempts there. That gives us 4 rebounds, still 0-0. 7-15. Long possession, no points. Here come the Eagles. Ball's in the hands of McLaughlin. He drives into the lane against Koopman. Wild shot. Errant. Rebounded by Horn, who gets the ball down to Gallus. Gallus already inside the three-point line. Gives it back to McElroy to set it up. Inside to Horn. He is right inside the lane. Jump shot from about 3 foot out. Falls. Gales take the lead, 2-0. 6:55. Bixel brings the ball into play now for the Eagles. McElroy guarding him, giving him a little space until he gets closer to the three-point line. He's definitely going to keep him on his left-hand side. Passes the ball off to Albertson. Albertson, top of the key, nothing there. Passes back out to Bixel. Bixel picks up his dribble, gives it off to Johnson. Johnson way outside. He's going to try and go baseline against Horn. Not there. Puts up a shot. Long, no good. Bargfried with the rebound. Here come the Gales. Get the ball to McElroy. He comes down to the three-point line right away. Left-hand side, it's in Koopman's hands. He comes inside the three-point, looks for Horn, finds him. Horn goes outside, back up top to Gallus, over to Bargfried. Bargfried right at the free throw line, little jumper on the way, off the board, no good. Rebound on the ground, but picked up by McLaughlin. McLaughlin gets the ball to Bixel. Bixel picks up the dribble, ball's loose, gets to Horn. Horn finds Koopman underneath. Would have been a fast break. He lost the dribble on that one, but he turns around, puts the shot up. Nice shot from outside the right-hand side of the lane. Gales are up 4-0, 5:56. Bixel coming fast across the timeline. He's guarded by McElroy. Get the hands over to McLaughlin. He picks up the dribble. He's guarded by McElroy now too. Pass on the ground, tipped out, and that's going to go to McElroy, and we're going to get a foul. Foul's going to be called on Albertson against the Eagles. Their first foul, his first foul of the game. Gales are going to take the ball out right in front of their own bench. Gallus is going to inbound to McElroy. Gales up 4-0, 5:44 left in the first quarter. Gales definitely working. Get the ball down. First shot up. No good. Rebounded by McLaughlin. McLaughlin gets the ball across the timeline. He's heavily guarded by Koopman and McElroy. They get a Bixel. Bixel puts up a three-pointer from the left-hand side. It's a long rebound. Gets into the hands of Albertson. Albertson still working it for the Eagles. Bounce pass all the way across. That pass went to Johnson. He tries a three-pointer. It's long, rebounded by McElroy. Here come the Gales. Bringing the ball up quick, up-tempo. They get the ball into Horn. Puts it in. That was an alley-oop. Didn't slam it because he was a little behind, but he did put it in. That's 6-0. We got a timeout called. With the timeout, we're going to go back to studio. This is Gale basketball here on Sunny 99.7, yourforddodge.com.
Health powers life. From the delightfully routine to the truly uncharted, and the unexpected can happen in a heartbeat. Mercy One offers the latest cardiovascular treatment options, leading-edge clinical research trials, and the region's top cardiologists and surgeons. Count on our experts for the most advanced therapies and personalized care, ensuring you're ready no matter what life brings next. Find care at mercyone.org/healthpowerslife.
Welcome back, Gale fans. Here we are. Gales are up 6-0, 5:09 remaining in the first quarter. One foul so far, and that's been on the Eagles. Otherwise, it's been a fast game back and forth without many fouls. Bixel gets the ball in the inbound. He's coming up against McElroy. Comes across the timeline, left-hand side, down in the corner. Going to get to Bruns. His first time to touch the ball. Then it gets up to the top of the key to McLaughlin. McLaughlin gives the ball handoff to Albertson. He comes down left-hand side, bounce pass way in the corner to Johnson. He tries to come baseline against Koopman and Horn. Not there. Passes out to McLaughlin. He comes into the lane, takes up the shot. No good. Rebounded by Koopman. Koopman gets the ball down to Gallus. Gallus working the outside. Oh, found Horn right in the middle. He had nobody around him. Just a nice little spin-around jumper from about 7.5 feet out. It's good. 8-0 Gales. 4:36 left in the quarter. Bixel has the ball right at center. Ooh, almost dragged his foot on that one as he picked up his dribble while moving. No travel on that one. He gets the ball back, gives it off. Three-pointer on the way from Albertson. They connect on that. No, I thought it did go. It didn't. McElroy got the rebound. Quick pass down to Koopman, who gets the easy layup from the right-hand side. What I thought was 3 for the Eagles ends up being 2 for the Gales. 10-0. I totally thought that went through. I don't know. Got to get my new glasses, I guess. Johnson gets the ball. He's down underneath, puts up the McLaughlin, gets into the lane, puts it up. No good. Rebounded by Johnson. He tries no good. Getting rebound by Horn. McElroy has the ball, sets up the offense. He's at the top of the key. Right-hand side to Bargfried. Bargfried gets it down low to Koopman, back out front, and they're going to get it down on the other side to Horn. Outside to Bargfried on the right-hand side, top of the key to McElroy. Bargfried, three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound. Going to go to the Eagles, and that's going to go to McLaughlin. McLaughlin works it slowly across the timeline. He's being guarded by Koopman. Tries to go into the lane. Not there, but he bounced pass over, found an open Bruns. Finally, they score, 10-2. 3:30 in the first quarter as McElroy brings the ball up for the Gales. He works it to the center, over to the right-hand side now to Gallus, back to McElroy. Left-hand side, Bargfried down below. Horn puts up the shot. That's from just inside the three-point line. It's good. 12-2 Gales, 3:15. Quick pass down. They got Johnson trying to come into the lane. He goes off the glass, misses, gets his own rebound, and is stripped by Horn. And McElroy ends up with the ball. Here come the Gales. Working the offense. McElroy top of the key. Gets the ball over to Gallus, right-hand side. All the way cross court to Bargfried to Horn down in the corner. Back across the other way to McElroy. McElroy coming into the lane. Little 10-foot jumper, and it falls off the board around the rim, and in it went. 14-2. 2:46, Gales lead tonight, 2:44 remaining in the first quarter. Bixel takes the ball, brings it into play. He's standing right in the clover. Bounce pass inside, gets it to Johnson. Ball's on the ground, almost stripped by McElroy. Back out to Bixel. Three-pointer on the way, off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Bargfried. Here comes Bargfried coming down the court. Gets it inside the lane to Horn. Horn gets it off the glass and in. That was a nice little 8-footer. 16-2, 2:20 remaining. The Eagles have the ball. They get the ball into the hands of McLaughlin. He comes and goes right-hand side, puts it out to Johnson. Three-pointer on the way, and that one does connect. I'm going to watch the scoreboard, make sure that, yes, I was not mistaken. That one did go. Here come the Gales. Ball's into Horn. He's down on the right-hand side. Pardon me, he was on the left-hand side. Now it's over to McElroy on the right-hand side. Oh, nice move. McElroy now get it right to Gallus as he made a cut into the lane, put up a nice little 6-foot jumper. It falls, 18-5. Great assist by McElroy, seeing an open cutting Gallus. Bixel brings the ball across, gets it to Albertson. Albertson works the top of the key, hands it off to Johnson. McLaughlin. McLaughlin puts up another three. That one falls. That's going to be 18-8. Gales up by 10. A minute 37 remains in the quarter. McElroy gets the ball. Left-hand side, Gallus down in the corner to Bargfried. Three on the way. In and out. No good. Ball's loose on the floor. Still loose. Fight for it, and they're going to call a foul on. I'm probably going to call that. Yep, they're going to call that on Bruns. He ran into Bargfried. Was a loose ball, but Bargfried had possession, so that's going to be the second team foul, the second foul of the quarter, and his first foul. And if that doesn't give you an accurate foul count, then you're paying attention as much as I am. All right, Bargfried's going to go out, and Miracle's going to come in. And he's going to bring the ball in right in front of the Eagles bench here. They are going to press here a little bit. They gave McElroy. Ball goes all the way over to the center court. Gallus has it. He comes top of the key, goes left-hand side. Koopman, top of the key, right-hand side. Three-pointer, McElroy on the way. Ooh, in and out, no good. Rebound. That's going to fall in the hands of Van Epps. Van Epps getting some playing time now. Gets the ball to Bixel. Bixel's on the right-hand side. Bounce pass down low, and I think that's going to be Harms. They're going to say it's off of him, so another player in for the Eagles. Off of him right away. Turnover. Gales, 18-8. Gales still lead by 10. A minute 7 remaining here in the first quarter. A lot of action going on here as the ball movement by the Gales is exactly what you would expect. Fast and accurate. Gallus has it right-hand side. Three-pointer on the way. Nothing but net as he gets his 5th point, 21-8. Gales lead. We got Horn with 10. We got Gallus with 5, and we got Koopman with 4. Down driving on the baseline comes Albertson. He tries to pass it out as he's getting pushed out of bounds. He passes it right to McElroy. McElroy gets stripped as he was coming up court, and that was a nice strip there by Albertson. Quick break down there as he goes in for the easy right-handed layup. That's going to be 21-10, 11-point lead, 30 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Miracle has the ball, top of the key, working the offense. Left-hand side to McElroy, back to the top to Miracle. Back to McElroy, steps in, doesn't take the three, holds it up, gets it back, top of the key to Miracle, over the right-hand side to Gallus. They're playing for last shot, move inside. Oh, nice little look there by McElroy. He tried to pass it into Horn. It was deflected on the play, and that deflection was by Squire, who's getting his first time in on there. And it ends up in the hands of the Eagles. Bixel has the ball. He's down top of the key. 1.5 seconds. Three-pointer on the way. Good if it goes, and it does. That was an amazing. Hey, it's the last second. I better shoot it. He throws it up on a wind and a prayer, and it went. 21-13. Gales lead by 8. That's the first quarter. This is Gale basketball here on Sunny 99.7, yourFortDodge.com.
From the heartbeat of local radio to cutting-edge digital campaigns, Connoisseur Media connects communities like no one else. Since 2004, we've been amplifying local voices, creating unforgettable moments, and helping brands truly shine. Whether it's radio advertising, digital marketing, or video content, we build connections that matter. Ready to engage your audience? Visit connoisseurmedia.com today, or call us at 955-5656.
Well, that sound of the game was brought to you by Wheelchair Dynamics. With a full range of medical equipment and supplies, you'll find affordable quality solutions for all your home health care needs. Wheelchair Dynamics is located at 1406 A Street West in Fort Dodge next to Tom Thumb Restaurant. Ladies and gentlemen, in the interim, while we were gone, a lot of back and forth, but Gallus did nail a three-pointer. Gales have the ball right now. McElroy goes into the lane. He's bounced around like a pinball, but still makes the shot from 8 feet. No foul called. Gales are up 26-16, 10-point lead. Gallus has 8 points. Horn has 10. And McElroy now has 4. Oh, we had a player go down. No foul called. The refs are definitely let him play tonight, and I don't think that's a bad thing, especially for the Gales. Rebounded by Gallus. He drives into the lane, passes it outside to McElroy. McElroy looking for Horn. He goes underneath. Not there for him. Back up top. Gallus at the top. Over to the left-hand side to Miracle. Back to Gallus. Gallus to McElroy. 19 on the shot clock. Inside to Miracle. Tries a shot from outside the lane, about a 9-footer. No good. Rebounded on that one. It's going to go to Johnson. He gives the ball to Bixel, and Eagles are down, working the offense from their side. Three-pointer on the way. Another three-pointer from McLaughlin. Just didn't even look. Threw it up over the defenders. We are now 26-19. Gales have a 7-point lead. McElroy gets the ball to the free throw line. Puts it up. No good. Hansen with the rebound. Back out to McElroy. Over to Miracle. Miracle puts up a three. It's no good. Long rebound to Bixel. He's stripped by Gallus. Gallus has the ball, and Gales are going to take over and get another shot clock completely renewed. Gallus, top of the key. Three-pointer. Net. He now has 11 points on the night, so that's going to be 29-19. Gales go up by 10 again. 5:23 remains in the first quarter. He's talking to his bench, asking his other coaches, what do we need to do here, I think. That's Coach K. Bixel has the ball. Bottom left corner. Gets it up to Albertson. Three-pointer on the way. Off the back of the rim. Long rebound. It's going to go out of bounds. That's going to be tipped out of bounds by Johnson. So off the Eagles, Gale ball. Gales are going to take the ball out. 5:08 remaining in the second quarter, and we have a timeout called. We're going to go ahead and go back to studio. This is Lance Lennon here with Gale Basketball on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
Yes, those are chicken tenders. And yes, they're on a plate with your favorite Pizza Ranch items. Which means, yes, chicken tenders are now available at Pizza Ranch buffets. Make it a buffet day at Pizza Ranch.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but function is in the detail. At Supreme Kitchens, they offer a beautiful line of custom cabinetry from Dura Supreme and an additional line of quality entry-level cabinets. They are experts in quartz and granite countertops, Folgore Milano appliances, and custom closets. Visit Supreme Kitchens to start your transformation. Call Supreme Kitchens at 712-336-6988, or you can find us
We're
at
back in Gale Gymnasium, ladies and gentlemen.
Street,
hey, if you got nothing going on tomorrow night,
north of Ace Hardware.
right here on Sunny 99.7, your Facebook page, and yourfortdodge.com. Halftime guest of that one is going to be Coach Adolf Kokendorfer. So if you didn't get enough of him today, you can have him tomorrow. All right, Gales had the ball. Quick down underneath the horn. He comes in from the baseline, takes the shot, and misses, but he's going to foul. He's going to go to the line. And just a quick reminder, Horn is a 71% free throw shooter, so 29-19, 10-point lead, 4:56 remaining here in the half, and Horn's going to go to the line. He's getting ready to set up his first shot, and we're going to say thank you to Michael Boer, American Family Insurance. As your American Family Insurance agent, shots on the way. Michael says nothing but net. Michael can offer you dependable auto, home, business, and health, and life insurance, as well as other insurance products. See Michael Boer at American Family Insurance on Facebook today. We want to thank Loftusweiler, offering professional guidance, personal and specialized attention before and after and during the loss of a loved one. Good shot. His second one is up and good. Their reputation for honesty and integrity is very well known. That's their most valuable asset. Gales are up 31-19, 12-point lead, largest of the game. Here come the Eagles bringing the ball up across the court. That's going to be McLaughlin working on the right-hand side. Picks up his dribble, hands it off to Albertson. Albertson goes far left. Nothing there for him. Back up top now. And that's going to go to McLaughlin. McLaughlin over to Bruns. Bruns, three-pointer on the way, and takes a victory lap before it falls in. 31-22. Gales up by 9. 4:32 remaining here in the half. McElroy has the ball. Right-hand side. He's working it up to the center. Directing the traffic. He gives it to Bargfried. Doesn't make the shot. Doesn't see the shot, pardon me. Gallus on the far right side does. Oh, just in and out, but rebound's going to fall to Bargfried. He goes over the shot. He's rejected. And a foul was called. Not happy on that one. Johnson, I thought it was a clean rejection, but they're going to say they got him probably with the body. I kind of agree with the coach on this one. That looked pretty clean to me, but they do call a foul. And I don't mind when they call a foul, but that's going to be the second foul of the quarter. And going to go to the line is Bargfried. Bargfried's first shot is up and on the way, in and out. Bargfried is a 56.2% free throw shooter. Hey, let's say thank you to Daniel Lynch, Farm Bureau Financial Services. They don't say two birds with one stone. They say two damages, one deductible with Farm Bureau. If your home and property are both damaged, call them and they'll make it right for you. Talk to Daniel Lynch. One deductible advantage. Give her a call at 515-955-1050. Second shot, no good. Eagles get the rebound. Quick down. They get it to Johnson. He goes up. Bargfried rejects him, but they're going to call a foul on Bargfried. So turnaround is fair play. It's the same ref. He's going to call that foul, and they do. No, they call that on Horn. Okay. I thought they were going to call that on Bargfried, but they gave it to Horn. So Horn picks up his first foul. That's the first foul for the Gales this quarter. Shots on the way, and that was Johnson. Johnson shooting 64.1%, makes the first. 31-23. Gales are up by 8, 4 minutes left in the half. Johnson on the line, getting ready to shoot his second shot. It's up right through the hoop. 31-24, 7-point lead, 4:08. They get the ball, left-hand corner to Horn. Horn gets it back to Gallus. Gallus over to McElroy. McElroy to Bargfried. Back to McElroy. McElroy to Gallus. Three-pointer for Gallus. Left hand on the way. Net. 34-24. Back up to a 10-point lead. That's his fourth three-pointer of the night as he now has 14 points. He is leading all scorers right now. Nice job, Grant. All right. Ball goes into the hands of Harms. He runs into the lane. They're going to call foul on McElroy. Did go out of bounds, but I think they're going to say McElroy did a reach on that one. He's looking like, I don't think I touched him. But that's what they called. So that's going to be the second foul on the Gales. That is going to be, they called that on Horn? I didn't see him anywhere in there, but then again, I was watching McElroy. Horn's going to go out. So they called that on Horn. Horn has 2 fouls. Gales have 2 fouls this quarter. Long pass in. That's going to go to Johnson. Johnson comes down the right-hand side, loses the handle, but picks it up. He's trying to go up against Hansen, Nothing for him. Back out top to Albertson. Albertson picked up by Koopman. Over to Johnson. Johnson working the right-hand side. Tries to make a move against Hansen. No good. They're going to call out of bounds off of one of the Gale feet. And so they give it back to the Eagles. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Eagles are inbounding it. Long pass. That was to Albertson. Three-pointer on the way. Off the back of the rim. Long rebound to Bargfried. He got stripped. Ends up in the hands of Harms. Harms gives it quickly. Oh, here comes Albertson along the baseline. He went down the left-hand side. He missed. McElroy gets the rebound. 3:11. Gales up by 10. 34-24. Bargfried has the ball. Right-hand side. Drives baseline. Pulls up. Gets it out top to McElroy. McElroy over to Gallus. Gallus left-hand side. Another three on the way. Off the front of the rim. Rebound falls right into Bruns' hands. And he's going to bring the ball down court. Nope. He decides not to and gets it to Bixel. Bixel gets it across the court. Hands it off to Albertson. Down in the corner now, and that's going to fall into Harms. Going to get knocked out of bounds as he tried to pass to a cutting Bixel. And Jacob Koopman knocked it out, got his hand in the passing lane. It goes out on him, so Eagles are going to get the ball underneath the Gale basket. All right, we got some new Eagles coming in. They bring in 3 players. So fresh legs as they brought in Squire and some others whose number I can't see right now. Oh, back in is McLaughlin. Long pass out to Squire. Squire has the top of the key. Gets it to Albertson. Albertson working the left-hand side against Gallus. Comes up to center where he's picked up by Koopman. Koopman trying to drive into the lane. No good. Koopman strips the ball. Bargfried gets it. He comes down all the way right-hand side. Got bumped, but still gets it in. No foul called. Gales get it. 36-24. Gales up by 12. Bargfried gets his first 2 of the game on that one. Bixel has the ball. He's sitting in the Shamrock. Quite a ways out, setting up the offense. 2:21. Gives it to McLaughlin. Comes into the lane. Pushes off on Bargfried. Still nothing called. Three-pointer on the way from Bixel. No good. Ball is loose. A little bit of a fight over it. Not sure what they're going to call on this one. Probably going to call it on. They give Gallus call on the push on that one. So Gallus is going to pick up his first. That's a third team foul. 2:13 left. Gales have 3 fouls. Eagles have 2. Eagles looking to inbound it. They get it real. Oh, nice little inbound pass. They got that one inbounded and right to Van Epps. He was in the lane. Clear shot, and it went. Gales setting up their offense. They got it to Gallus. Left-hand side. Back to center to McElroy. Bargfried on the right. Center to McElroy. He comes into the lane. Not there. Gallus, baseline. Back out top to McElroy to Bargfried. Three-pointer from the right-hand side. On the way. No good. In and out. Rebounded. And that's going to be Albertson. He's going to come up. He's trapped very quickly. And they bounce it off of Bargfried's foot. That was good defense. Gales had 3 defenders on him, and that was a smart basketball play by Van Epps there. Albertson. He saw the opportunity. He knew he was trapped, so he pushed it off of Bargfried's foot, and it went out of bounds. They get the ball back in. So Bixel brings the ball into play. Quick into Van Epps. He's in the lane. Back out to Bixel. Bixel looks to the free throw line. Outlet pass. That's going to be McLaughlin. He's going to spin around, work, come down the left-hand side. Outside now to Van Epps, back up top, and that's going to be Squire. Here comes McLaughlin. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Horn gets the rebound. Gets the ball to McElroy quickly across the timeline. He's going to work it to center where he gives it to Horn. Right-hand side to Gallus. He got pushed around. No foul. Horn has in the left. He's coming baseline. Couple of steps. Passes all the way over to Bargfried, up to McElroy. McElroy comes in, back out to Bargfried, saying, take the shot. Three-pointer on the way. In and out. Bixel gets the rebound. 36-26. 1 minute left here in the half. Gales up by 10. Eagles setting it up. McLaughlin, right-hand side, going against Koopman. Driving in. Gets it out to Bixel. Three-pointer on the way from the right-hand side. Off the rim, rebounded by Horn. Who's that? They got to call that foul. That was Squire all over him like a rash on a young kid with a bad diaper. All right, so foul called by Squire. That's the third foul for the Eagles this quarter. McElroy's going to get a rest for the final 50 seconds here in the half, and Miracle comes in. So we got Bargfried, Koopman, Miracle, Gallus, and Horn in for the Gales right now. Gallus is going to be running the offense. He's going to bring the ball up in due time. He's not in any hurry. 45 seconds remain on the clock. Gets it to Bargfried, right-hand side, back to Gallus. Free throw line, inside to Koopman. Looks for a cutter. Nobody there. Outside three-pointer by Koopman off the backboard. No good. Squire gets the rebound, gets it to Bixel. Coach tells him to slow down. No shot clock. 30 seconds left in the half. Bixel comes over to the left-hand side. Miracle guarding him. Pick being set by Squire. They give the ball off. Left-hand side to Albertson. Albertson still taking his time. He dribbles up to the logo. Gets it over to Johnson. Johnson working against Miracle. Tries to come into the lane. No good for him. Hand it back over to Albertson. Albertson to Squire. Down in the corner to Bixel. Bixel working the left-hand side. Couple of spin moves. Not there. They got a cutting. Ooh, nice move, but a cutting McLaughlin rejected by Horn. Long shot, doesn't matter, won't go. That's going to be the half, folks. 36-26. Gales going to the half with a 10-point lead. This is Gale basketball right here on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
Yes, those are chicken tenders. And yes, they're on a plate with your favorite Pizza Ranch items. Which means, yes, chicken tenders are now available at Pizza Ranch buffets. Make it a buffet day at Pizza Ranch.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but function is in the detail. At Supreme Kitchens, they offer a beautiful line of custom cabinetry from Dura Supreme and an additional line of quality entry-level cabinets. They are experts in quartz and granite countertops, Fulgor Milano appliances, and custom closets. Visit Supreme Kitchens to start your transformation. Call Supreme Kitchens at 712-336-6988, or you can find us at 2230 33rd Street, Spirit Lake, IA, north of Ace Hardware. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but function is in the detail. At Supreme Kitchens, they offer a beautiful line of custom cabinetry from Dura Supreme and an additional line of quality entry-level cabinets. They are experts in quartz and granite countertops, Fulgor Milano appliances, and custom closets. Visit Supreme Kitchens to start your transformation. Call Supreme Kitchens at 712-336-6988, or you can find us at 2230 33rd Street, Spirit Lake, IA, north of Ace Hardware.
Your home for Gales boys basketball, Sunny 99.7.
Welcome back to Gales basketball on Sunny 99.7. Time now for the Loffer-Swiler halftime show.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Sunny 99.7 studios. I'm Sports Director Joe Jaden. We're at halftime here of the St. Edmond boys game. And join me now here on the Loffer-Swiler halftime show is St. Edmond boys wrestling coach Caden McClintock. Caden, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks, Joe.
Well, you last Saturday competed at Ridgeview in the Class 1A District 8 tournament, and you have one wrestler that's going to go down to the state tournament here starting on Wednesday. That's Matthew Crimmins. Matthew pinned 3 opponents on the day, so he's going to be at the state meet. Unfortunately, you were unable to get anybody else down there. Again, Matthew Crimmins first place in that district meet. Nick Utley was 4th, so he was somewhat in the ballpark of maybe competing And then you had Evan Knox also getting fourth. Your overall thoughts on the district meet as a whole?
Yeah, overall, I was happy with the day. Obviously, we wish we could have got more guys down to the state tournament to be there with Matthew. But again, we're very happy. We at least got one guy down there. He's coming in at the 4th seed. So we expect big things out of Matthew down there. But again, overall district tournament, I believe every single one of our wrestlers had the best tournament that they've had all year. So as coaches, we're happy about that. We had them peaked at the right time. And like you said, we had a couple of our wrestlers give themselves a fighting chance to actually, if they would have won that 3rd place match, they give themselves a chance for a wrestle back, and then maybe they're wrestling down there. So I'm hoping things like that keep our guys hungry in the off season so they can put in the work and come back and be stronger for next year and give themselves a better shot to get down there.
Guys on the team this year: Nick Utley, Jace Stanley, Caleb Mosier, Cooper Coakley, Owen Rutherford, Matthew Crimmins, Sam Tooney. You also had Evan Knox and Grant Anderson. Before we talk about Matthew, let's start off with Nick Utley. Nick had a bye and then was beaten in the quarterfinals, won his consolation round 1, won his consolation semifinal, so now he's fighting for 3rd place, gets beat in that match. Your overall thoughts on Nick's day?
Nick had a great day. Like I said, he wrestled the best he's wrestled all season. Great week of practice, and it showed there on Saturday. We ran into the 1 seed in the quarters there, so kind of a tough draw. But I thought he wrestled him well. That kid was tough. He ended up winning the tournament. And then wrestling strong on the backside, that's what it takes. He didn't just punch out after losing that first one. He kept himself alive. And then we had a pretty tough match from the wrestler from Audubon. We were actually down. We kept ourselves in the match. Then we ended up getting a cradle locked up and pinning him to put us in the match for 3rd place there. So I know it didn't go the way Nick wanted to for the 3rd place match there. But again, he wrestled hard and gave himself the best chance that he could to try to get down there. So we're happy with how Nick ended the day.
Coach McClintock, let's move on to Evan Knox. Evan had a bye in the opening round, won his quarterfinal match, and then in the semifinals was pinned in 55 seconds, had a bye in a consolation semifinal match, then wrestled for 3rd place, ended up getting pinned in a minute 2. What sticks out in your mind when you think about Evan Knox at 157?
Again, him coming out and winning that first match was huge. We told all of our wrestlers, hey, coming out and getting that first one is big. And he came out, took care of business, took a pretty big lead right away, then ended up getting the pin against the wrestler from Ridgeview. Kind of a smaller bracket. So, again, we lost to the 1 seed in the semifinals there, Sweden from Grettinger. I believe he's ranked 2nd in the state. So pretty tough matchup there to have in the semis. But, again, we stayed alive on the backside and gave ourselves a fighting chance in that 3rd place match. Didn't go our way, but like I told you before, I'm hoping it keeps these guys hungry. So now the beginning wrestler excuse is out the window. Now they know the work that needs to be done in the off season here, and so they can come back in the spot ready to win that match here next year.
Again, St. Edmond Boys Wrestling Coach Caden McClintock here with me on the Wampers Weiler halftime show. We're at halftime of the St. Edmond Boys game. Again, the Gales got 9th at the 1A District 8 meet this past Saturday. All right, Matthew Crimmins is the qualifier for the state meet this year. He went last year. Did you expect him to pin 3 opponents in that district meet? And the quarterfinal one, it took a minute 10. And then the second guy, he pinned in 55 seconds. And then in the final, he pinned the kid in 46 seconds. His toughest match was his quarterfinal.
Yes, we kind of had an idea. We weren't sure where some of the guys would land as far as some of the guys in the district have been kind of going between 138 and 144. So we weren't necessarily sure who we'd see. So once we got in there and kind of saw who was in his bracket, we figured that, hey, if you go out and take care of business, don't mess around, ready to wrestle, be ready to battle the full 6 minutes. But if we can, you go out and you put them on their back, you get the pin. And so seeing Matthew got those guys to their back, there was no letting him off. I knew he was going to get the pin once we saw him there. So very happy for Matthew going out and taking care of business, not leaving anything up to chance. And what a way to top off the regular season competition there with 3 first period falls at the district meet. So we're very proud of Matthew there, and hats off to him for taking care of business there.
Matthew Crimmins now 35-6 on the season. All right, on Thursday, he's going to be wrestling at 144 pounds. He's the 4 seed. Were you happy with the 4 seed?
Yes, we are happy with the 4 seed. Hoping we would have been maybe in the 3 or the 2 seed there, but just the way seeding criteria worked, it puts us at the 4 seed. So I like our looks at our first round match. We have a bye first round, and then we'll either see someone from Panorama or West Sioux in the second round match. And if we can win that one, we'll more than likely see the wrestler from Cascade or Central Decatur in the quarters finals match there to make it to the semis. So we're happy with the 4 4 seed, and I think that's a pretty nice feat to have coming in as a top 4 seed in the whole state of Iowa. And, anything can happen down there, and we just got to make sure that we have them ready to wrestle and ready to wrestle his best every single match, one match at a time, and planning on coming home happy at the end of the tournament.
All righty. Well, Coach McClintock, I wish you guys the best of luck here on Thursday. That is the opening day for Class 1A. We'll have the coverage on Sunny 99.7. We'll talk to you on the pre-meet interview beforehand, okay?
That sounds good. Thanks, Joe.
That's St. Edmond Boys Wrestling Coach Cade McClintock here with me on the Loffersweiler Halftime Show. We're at halftime here of the St. Edmond Boys game. We'll take a break. When we come back, Lance Lennon will take a look at the first half stats. Back in a moment here on Sunny 99.7.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but function is in the detail. At Supreme Kitchens, they offer a beautiful line of custom cabinetry from Dura Supreme and an additional line of quality entry-level cabinets. They are experts in quartz and granite countertops, Folgore Milano appliances, and custom closets. Visit Supreme Kitchens to start your transformation. Call Supreme Kitchens at 712-336-6988, or you can find us at 2230 33rd Street, Spirit Lake, IA, north of Ace Hardware.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Gale Gymnasium. This is the Loffersweiler Halftime Show. Loffersweiler offering professional guidance with personal and specialized attention before, during, and after the loss of a loved one. Their reputation for honesty and integrity is very well known, and it is their most valuable asset. So here are the stats for the halftime so far. At the first quarter, the Gales were up 21-13. Second quarter, they were up 36-26. So 13 in both quarters there by the Eagles. And the Gales at 21-15, so a little less in the second quarter, but they did fine, and they're still in the lead now by 10 points. Scoring-wise, Jacob Koopman has 4, McElroy has 4, but let's talk about McElroy. How many assists out there do you think he got? You don't have to think about it, I'll tell you. He's got 7 already, along with 3 steals and 5 rebounds. Then we've got Barkfried with 2 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Horn has 12 points, 5 assists, and that 12 comes off of 5 in the paint and 2 in the free throw line, from the free throw line. And then Grant Gallus, what a night he's having. 4 3-pointers, 1 field goal, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal, and 1 foul. Can't forget his foul, as he likes to have those too. So that's the stats for this time. As for the Eagles, their top scorer right now is Cooper McLaughlin. He has 2 3-pointers and 4 rebounds. Total rebounds, right now the Gales have 19 and the Eagles have 15. We are 50% from the free throw line, and they're 2 for 2 at 100%. And that's going to be your stats. And we're getting ready to come right back into it, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to go live back to basketball. I want to say thank you to Fort Dodge Fiber. Register today for cutting-edge technology and lightning-fast broadband at Fort Dodge Fiber. Gales kick the ball into play. Top of the key, McElroy. Right-hand side, Gallus. He comes in. McElroy. Oh, nice move. He came in the lane, went in for the floater, missed it. Rebound to Horn, who didn't even come down with the ball. Just put it right back up and in. Gales are up by 12. 38-26. Bixel to bring the ball up across the timeline for the Eagles as he's looking for a cutter. Nobody there. Gets it across court to Albertson, working the left-hand side. Top of the key to McLaughlin. McLaughlin looking for somebody down low who isn't there. Bruns have it. Back to McLaughlin. Deep left or right-hand side. Bounce pass into Johnson. He's stripped of the ball by Koopman. Picked up by Barkfried. Great defensive steal there. Koopman had just his eye on the ball the whole time looking for that opening. Gallus bounce passes it in to Koopman. Finds an open Hunter underneath. Hunter goes up for the shot. Not there, but he is fouled by Johnson. Hopefully they're going to call Johnson. He was the only one there. All right, so I got the right person that time. Johnson's going to pick up his second foul, and Horn's going to go to the line shooting 2. He is 2 for 2 on the night and 71% on the season as he looks to line up for his first shot. We want to say thank you to Plum Supply Kitchens and Baths. Choosing items for your home should be a fun and creative experience. First shot is good. At Plum Supply Kitchens and Baths, the beautifully displayed kitchens and baths can inspire to bring your space one step closer to reality. Located at South 22nd Street in Fort Dodge. Horn has the second shot, lines it up. He looks it up and down. On the way goes the ball. And it's good. 4 for 4 on the night. He now has 14, 15 points, 16 points. They just keep adding up there. Slowly but surely he gets those up there. So he's now in the lead for high school. Got most points of any player out there. Oh, travel on that one. They didn't call it. That was going to be McLaughlin bringing the ball into play. And ref called his timeout. Not sure what they got going on. Maybe they're going to say reset the shot clock. Work it here. We're going to say there should be something else going on. All right. While they're figuring stuff out, we want to say thank you to Sports Page Bar and Grill. Bring out the entire family to enjoy your favorite sports. They have 44 flat-screen TVs. You can enjoy your favorite meal and drink while you enjoy the game at Sports Page Bar and Grill in Fort Dodge. All right, now they got the shot clock figured out. 25 seconds for the Eagles as they're going to inbound the ball. Long pass outside. Completely intercepted by Koopman. Coast to coast, he comes and puts it in. That was pretty the whole way, ladies and gentlemen. Eagles come in with the ball now. The Eagles have the biggest lead of the night. That's going to be a 16-point lead. Bixby has the ball. He hands it off to Albertson. Comes down the right-hand side. Long pass goes into the audience. That was going to nobody and getting there quick. As the little kids over there in that corner were like, ah! They looked up, and the ball kept getting bigger and bigger, and then it hit him. All right. Here comes McElroy coming across the timeline. Gallus left-hand side in the corner to Horn. Passes all the way across to the right to McElroy. McElroy down to the right-hand corner. Bargfried looks the shot. No. Passes it into Koopman. Nothing there for him. Back out top to McElroy. Gallus, corner, bounce pass into Horn. Horn goes in for the shot. Up and good. He's going to get the old-fashioned three, and that's going to be the third foul coming in on Johnson as he smacked his arm on that play. Still going up strong, putting it in and making it. So it's 44-16. Gales now up by 18 points. Timeout called. It's a full timeout. Let's go back to studio. This is Gale basketball here on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent Jessica Miracle in Fort Dodge today.
Gale fans, Horn at the line for his second shot. I want to remind you, state wrestling championships are going to be held down at the Casey Center or the Chicken Coop, starting with Wednesday at 4 o'clock. Second shot is up and good. Coverage at 3:30 on Sunny 99.7 and yourfortdodge.com. Coverage also Thursday through Saturday, starting at 8:30 a.m. Another pass intercepted by Koopman as Bixel tried to get it in, and that's going to go up. No good as Koopman got banged around. It's ball is loose, knocked around. Gallus puts up a shot. He missed it, and Horn knocked the ball out of bounds. So would have thought a foul should have been called. McLaughlin came in hard against Koopman on the layup. Nothing called on that one, so Gales lose the ball out of bounds, leading 45-26. 19-point lead here. They get the ball into Johnson. Johnson in the lane. Bounce passes all the way across to Bruns. Gets it off into the corner. That's going to be Albertson. He comes in a little bit. Shot is up. McElroy gets another rebound. That's 6 for him on the night. Gets the ball to Bargfried. Down in the corner to Gallus. Left-hand side three-pointer on the way. Just off the rim. Rebound goes right to Horn. He comes up and in strong as he gets points number 20 and 21. Here come the Eagles. They get it to Johnson. Three-pointer on the way. Off the rim. No good. Bargfried. Rebound. He's coming up the right-hand side. Gets it to Horn. Horn comes baseline. Into the lane. Nice move as he puts a nice little floater in from 5 foot. It's good. 21-point lead now. No, that's a 23-point lead, Lance. Look at the numbers. Ball in the cans of Albertson. He throws up a desperation three short. McElroy with another rebound. That's going to be 7 or 8 for him already. Nice move on that one. Horn got the outlet pass, and he saw a cutting Bargfried. Bargfried hits it in, gets the ball, puts it up before he even hits the ground. It's good. Here come the Eagles. Ball's in the hands of Albertson. He works it to the top of the key. Picks up his dribble, gets it to, that's going to be McLaughlin. McLaughlin works the ball on the right-hand side, going up against Koopman. Comes into the free throw line. Not there. Back to Bixel. Bixel back to McLaughlin. McLaughlin, top of the key. Over to Johnson on the right-hand side. Johnson looks to come into the lane. Bounce pass out to Bruns. Shot is up. Three-pointer short, front of the rim. Rebound. That's going to fall to Albertson. And then he's stripped by Gallus, but gets it right back. Couple of dribbles. He found a cutting Bruns. Intercepted by Bargfried. Here come the Gales. Quick pass to Gallus. Gallus finds an open move underneath. Nice shot. Shorts a little bit. Horn rebound. Puts it up. No good. Gets his own rebound. Puts it back in. 53-26. 27-point lead just like that coming into the half. We got a timeout by the Eagles as the Gales lead. 53-26. I'm going to do some math during the timeout. We're going to go back to studio. This is Gale basketball here on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Welcome back to Gale basketball. Gales are on a 17-0 run, and here come the Eagles. Bixel gets the ball off, hands it off to Albertson, goes baseline, steps out of bounds, completely unforced. Gales get the ball back. 4:23 remaining in the third quarter. Horn's going to inbound to McElroy. Horn has 9 rebounds and 25 points. He had 12 at half. He's just racking them up here. Anyway, 1 rebound away from a double-double. Gales have the ball. They get it to Bargfried underneath the Koopman. Over to Gallus on the left-hand side. He's going to bring it back up to center. Right-hand side to McElroy. McElroy tries to come into the lane. Got stripped, but gets the basketball right back. Now he comes in. Oh, nice pass outside. Right-hand side to Koopman. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebounded. They fought over it, and that's going to be McLaughlin. McLaughlin and Bixel fought over the same ball for the same team. McLaughlin tries to drive into the lane. He's well guarded. Gets to Albertson. Outside. Now trying to break into the lane is Van Epps. Not there for him. They get it back to Albertson. To McLaughlin. McLaughlin on the left-hand side working against Koopman. Koopman strips the ball. It's loose on the ground. Oh, nice block on that one. The ball. Miracle ends up with it. Oh, that's Gallus. Pardon me. Oh, just a terrible. That's going to be a big old foul on Van Epps as he just basically shoulder-chucked Gallus. Gallus tried to make it look like he was shooting, but they're going to call it underneath. Right call, but I liked his effort on that one. He got hit hard and just threw it up. Yeah, I was shooting. Of course I was. Now, that's going to be the first foul on Van Epps, and that's going to be the third team foul of the quarter. Gale's going to take it out underneath their own basket, leading 53-26. They get the ball right inside the Horn. He puts it up. No good, but he's going to be fouled. I think they're going to call it on Spire, but I don't know because I'm never good at it. Nope, they call it on Van Epps. His second foul. I don't know why I try. I should just wait and see what number they pop up. That's what it looks like to me up here. All right, so 2 shots coming up here for Horn. Horn already sitting at 25 points, shooting 100% from the free throw line. He's 6 of 6 right now, maybe even more. Free throw is in and out, and I totally jinxed him. That one's my fault, folks. It did not fall. Jaden Electric, qualified electricians that accomplish projects both big and small. They offer everything from 24-hour electrical service and repair to design build in Iowa. They are a family-owned company who care about quality and customer service. All right, Horn for his second shot. Ball's on the way, and it's off the front of the rim, no good. And rebound's being bounced around. It's going to be out of bounds on the Eagles. Gales maintain control here. 3:30 left in the quarter, up 53-26. Just unforced errors. That was 2 Eagles fought for the rebound against each other and knocked it out of bounds. It's like they don't know where their teammates are. Gallus going to inbound the ball right in front of their own bench. He gets it up to McElroy, working the left side. He's going to come back to center. Right-hand side, Miracle. Corner down there to Horn, back to Miracle. Miracle works it down, lost the Gales logo, script logo over there. Corner to Horn. Horn working the bottom corner. Gets it all the way across to Gallus. Gallus bounce pass inside to McElroy. McElroy passes out to Bargfried. 3-pointer on the way. It's short, but it looked good from the way it went. Rebounded by the Eagles. They get it there. Oh, quick breakdown there as Harms comes in. Unguarded baseline, just up and in. 53-28. That ends the run for the Gales. But they're still down on offense. working the ball around the perimeter like they do. McElroy has it right-hand side. Saw a cutting Gallus. Came into the, oh, nice. Just a nice little 12-footer floater. Up and good. 55-28. That's 16 for Gallus tonight. Bixel's bringing the ball up across the logo for the Eagles, setting up the offense. Long pass. That one to Harms. It gets connect, but he gets it back to Bixel. Bixel throws it up top into Albertson. Albertson looking for somebody inside. Not there. Dribbling against McElroy. Long outside pass to Van Epp. Van Epp down in the corner to Bixel. Bixel working down the right-hand side. Comes up to the top against Horn. Bounce pass inside. It's rejected, but they're going to call a foul. I'm not even going to try and guess who it's on because it's Miracle or McElroy. And maybe they call someone I don't know. They're going to call that on McElroy. On the arm. Okay. So McElroy's going to get his first foul. First team foul of the quarter. And going to the line is Van Epp. Van Epp shoots 46% from the free throw line. And that's less than half. So he should make one of these. I'm trying to, and I did jinx him. Finally worked, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Community Health Center of Fort Dodge with locations in Fort Dodge, Mason City, Dayton, and Eagle Grove offer medical, dental, and behavioral health services for patients of all ages. Their caring staff is committed to your well-being and getting you back to feeling like yourself again. Hansen comes in, McElroy goes out. So we got Miracle, Hansen, Horn, Gallus, and Koopman. Second shot on the way, no good. Gallus gets the rebound. He comes across the timeline before any of the other Gales. And he's going to set up the offense. Gives it to Koopman, top. Miracle, left-hand side, back to Koopman. Koopman back to Miracle. Miracle finds Horn on the baseline. Takes a shot. It's from about 8 foot out. No good. Rebounded by Koopman. His shot, no good. He's going to bring the ball out. Finds Miracle up top. Miracle bounce pass into Horn. Horn comes into the lane. Floater up. No good, but he's going to be fouled. And if they call that on Van Epps, that's going to be his fourth. And they do. He's got 4 fouls now. That's going to say his third. It should have been a fourth. How many fouls you got on Van Epps? 3? Van Epps, 3? All right, he's only got 3. I can't count. We've established that. Now we just keep enforcing it. Eventually, one of these days, if I say enough numbers, I will say one correctly. First shot for Horn, up and no good. CJ Bio America is a global leader in animal nutrition and health, and they are looking for motivated and talented individuals to join their growing team. If you're looking for competitive pay, amazing benefits, and being valued in the workplace, apply today at CJ Bio America's Facebook page. Equal Opportunity Employer. Second shot is on the way, and it's good. 26 points for Horn as the Gales now lead 56-28, so 18-point lead. 28-point lead. 28-point lead. Holy cow, I can't even do math that way. All right, so here come the Eagles. They got the ball up top to Squire. Squire, long pass. It's lost and in the hands of Gallus. Gallus would have had a quick break, but the ball got away from him too. Koopman comes baseline, left-hand side. Not there for him. Pass out to Gallus. Gallus over to Miracle. Down the right-hand corner to Horn. Horn comes baseline. He's pushed. Pushed hard by Squire. No foul called. That could almost be called intentional. He didn't go for the ball. He just pushed him. But Horn's going to go to the line shooting 2. Squire's going to pick up his, I'm going to wait, second foul. There we go. And Horn's going to the line again. Hey, Riley Armstrong and Plumbing and Heating has been around since 1989. They have specialized in new construction, remodeling, and repair in Fort Dodge and across Iowa. First shot by Horn is up, and it's good. Their fully licensed crew is prepared to tackle any plumbing and heating job that is thrown their way. They offer free estimates and inexpensive service calls. Thank you, Riley Armstrong Plumbing and Heating, for being a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. All right, Horn at the line right now. He has made, I'm not even going to try and count Rob's little circles. Here goes Horn. Sets up for his second shot. It's on the way, and it's no good. In and out, rebounded by McLaughlin. And he's going to bring the ball into play now for the Eagles as he comes up against Gallus on the right-hand side. Walks on the right-hand side, hands the ball off. Gets it to Harms, who quickly gets it to Albertson. Albertson still on the right-hand side, being guarded by Hansen. Hands it off to McLaughlin. McLaughlin works it to center, still guarded by Gallus. Picks up the dribble, almost stripped. Manages to keep control. Long 3 on the way by Albertson. It's no good. Rebound's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Gale basketball. 1:06 remaining in the third quarter. The Gales up by 29. And they get the ball into play to Koopman. Koopman brings it across the logo. Sets up the offense. Finds Miracle over on the right-hand side. Miracle thought about the 3, but gets it back to Koopman. Gallus, left-hand side, 3-pointer on the way. Good, that's his 5th 3-pointer of the night as he now has 19 points. 48 seconds remaining here. They get the ball quickly down to Harms. Harms on the left-hand corner. Gets it back to Albertson. He comes up top, gives it to McLaughlin. McLaughlin looking to set up the offense. Pick set, transfer. He's now guarded by Horn. Over to Albertson, 3-pointer on the way. Nothing but net on that one. 60-31. Gales lead by 29. They get the ball, Miracle. Miracle down to Horn in the bottom right corner, back to Miracle. Over to Gallus on the left side. Three-pointer on the way. He's got the hot hand. It's good. That's 6. 6 3-pointers as he now has 22 points, ladies and gentlemen, putting on a clinic on how to shoot the threes. McLaughlin drives right into him. Nothing there for him. They get it to Harms. Harms tries to come into the lane. He can't do it. Out to Bruns. Bruns working backwards into the lane. No good for him either. Outside to Albertson. Albertson worked with the ball. There's 2 seconds left in the quarter. Ball goes no good. Time clock. There's time at the end of the quarter. Gales go into the final quarter, leading 63-31, 22-point lead. This is Gale basketball here on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
From the heartbeat of local radio to cutting-edge digital campaigns, Connoisseur Media connects communities like no one else. Since 2004, we've been amplifying local voices, creating unforgettable moments, and helping brands truly shine. Whether it's radio advertising, digital marketing, or video content, we build connections that matter. Ready to engage your audience? Visit connoisseurmedia.com today, or call us at 955-5656. Well, that sound of the game was brought to you by Wheelchair Dynamics. With a full range of medical equipment and supplies, you'll find affordable quality solutions for all your home health care needs. Wheelchair Dynamics is located at 1406 A Street West in Fort Dodge, next to Tom Thumb. Well, the Eagles got the ball to start the quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, here's your fun fact. Number one, I can't count. The Gales were up by 32. And on the restart there, they scored 27-5 that quarter against the Eagles. Eagles had the ball to start the quarter, went down, and Johnson tried to go up for a shot. It missed, no good, but he was fouled by Barkfried. He goes to the line, got 1 of 2, so it's 63-32. Gales lead by 31 and have possession down on their end of the court. McElroy has it at the top of the key, 21 seconds on the shot clock, bounce pass over to Koopman. Koopman comes, looks baseline, not there for him. Nice moves, though, as he got fouled, throws the ball up, goes to the ground, no foul called. Johnson gets the rebound for the Eagles, and he's going to come down into the lane. Guarded well by Horn, but shoots over him. That's going to be 63-34. Gales now up by 29. Koopman has the ball again. Went underneath, tried to get it. Tried to get it to Barkfried. It was tipped, went off his fingertips. It goes out of bounds, and we got a timeout called. With the timeout, let's go back to studio. This is Gale basketball here on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
Okay, we're clear.
Gale fans, Gale basketball here at Gale Gymnasium. 6:54 remaining in the game. Gales lead 63-34. Remember, stick around after the game for the Daniel Tire postgame show. For 100 years, Daniel Tire has been the place to go for tires and automotive service in Fort Dodge. If you need your tires replaced, and eventually we all do, Daniel Tire has the replacement to fit your needs from the brands you trust. Stop by and see them at 525th Avenue, 1st Avenue South in Fort Dodge. Thank you, Daniel Tire. Here come the Eagles setting up their offense. They got the ball over to Johnson, left-hand side. He's trying to work into the lane. He does up against Koopman. Nothing there for him. Back out to Bruns, up top. Now to McLaughlin. McLaughlin, three-pointer on the way. Shot is up, in, out, no good. Ball is bounced around, gets in the hands of Johnson. Johnson makes a couple of moves. He comes into the lane. Shot was crazy wide. Gets knocked out of bounds by the Eagles. And the Gales get the ball on the turnover. 63-34, 29-point lead, 6:22 remaining in the game. And the Gales, like we said, outscored the Eagles 27-5 in the third quarter, playing their game and their brand of basketball. Bargfried has the ball down in the corner of Gallus. Three-pointer on the way. Another one. That's 7. That's 21 points on three-pointers alone, as he now has a grand total of 25 points. They get the ball up to Albertson. Albertson looking to go to McLaughlin. He drives into the lane against McElroy. Nobody there. Goes out way out front there to Johnson. Johnson tries to drive into the lane. He does. He's stripped by Gallus. They're going to call off on the arm on Gallus. Looked like all ball to me, but that's okay. You can have all those points and 2 fouls, Grant. Don't worry about it. We aren't worried back here. You're playing a heck of a game. All righty. So out on the foul on the Gales. That's going to be their second team foul of the quarter. Eagles get a long pass into Johnson. Top of the key. He gets it to Bixel. Bixel, three-pointer, left-hand corner, in and out, no good. Bargfried with the board. He gets the ball to Horn. Horn coming down the right-hand side, and he's pushed by Bixel. Not shooting, so it's going to be on the ground. Are they going to give him the shot? No, they're going to say, no, just on 2 with the push. It's going to be underneath. Yep. All right, so Gales get the ball. 35 seconds on the shot clock, 5:45 on the game clock. 66-34, 32-point lead. I like those even numbers better. Easier to subtract and get the right score. Hunter has the ball baseline. He's coming in up against a bunch of people. Makes it right in. He split them just like I said the other night. Like a banana for a split. Here come the Eagles. Albertson has the ball. Right-hand side against McElroy. Looking to pass. Goes all the way over to the left-hand side. Goes baseline. McElroy on him. Just covering him like a blanket. Here comes Albertson. McLaughlin from the free throw line. Nothing but air. Rebound to McElroy, and that's going to be rebound 9 or 10. We're arguing about how many he really has over here, but doesn't matter. He's got a lot. Koopman has it right-hand side. Baseline over on the right there to Bargfried. He drives in, couple of steps. Nice fade away. It misses. Albertson gets the rebound for the Eagles, and he's going to be nice move on his part to get around Koopman. Stripped by Bargfried just picked his pocket. Shot's no good, but the rebound nope, I think they called a foul. Okay, so Bargfried, they missed the layup, but he was fouled. Would have been pretty with Koopman right behind him. Holy cow, ladies and gentlemen. Picked his pocket. If you ever watch Oliver, that's what it was like, the whole pickpocket thieves. I can't think of the character's name, but it'll come to me tonight after the broadcast is over, because that's how it works. Bargfried, first shot up off the front of the rim, no good. Bargfried is a 56% shooter. All righty. We want to say thank you to more of our sponsors. We got a lot of sponsors. Lindsay Simpson, American Family Insurance in Fort Dodge. Trust your insurance needs to Lindsay Simpson. Ask her about handling your property. Second shot up and good. Live vehicle or farm ranch insurance today. Contact Lindsay, 515-855-7000. Get a free quote. Or check her out on Facebook today at LYNSEY Simpson, American Family Insurance. Thank you for sponsoring the broadcast. Here come the Eagles. Bixel on the left-hand side. He's guarded by Gallus. Gives the ball up. Oh, nice move. They're going to call it nothing on that. They're going to call on the ground. That was a nice pass. What happened was McLaughlin over top of Koopman found a Johnson cut into the basket, but they're going to call a foul, a hold on Koopman on that one. That's his first foul of the game. That's going to be the third team foul. 4:30 remaining in the game. Gales up 59-34, so it's continuous clock. Inbound pass picked off by Koopman, who casually goes down and lays it up. Just like in pregame warm-up, I'm just going to put in this layup. 71-34, 37-point lead. It's a 2-point attempt. No good as they shot by McLaughlin. Bounced around. McElroy got the rebound, and that is definitely 10, so he's now got at least double figures. No shot on that one. He got it to Horn going baseline, and he's going to be bumped by McLaughlin. So McLaughlin is going to pick up another foul. And Horn's going to, nope, they're saying on the ground, so he's going to go out of bounds, but it's going to be the third team foul. Still continuous clock as the Gales lead 71-34. McElroy goes to inbound, gets Horn on the right-hand side. Horn looking for somebody. Nobody. He is isolated out there. Nice move. Oh, lost the ball, but Bargfried picked it up. Nice jumper from 8 foot as it drops in, maybe 10 foot. Also not good at distances. We're going to find out a lot of things Lance isn't good at tonight, folks. Numbers, distance, a lot of them have to do with numbers. Johnson has the ball. He comes into the lane. Oh, pickpocketed by, they're going to call a reach on Horn on that one. I liked it. I thought it was clean. Doesn't matter. Let it go. That's your third foul. You got plenty of time left. 3:15. We now got substitution. Horn's going to go take a much-deserved rest. Hansen comes in. Crowd gives him a big round of applause. Way to go, Hunter. Hunter's going to step out with 29 points. And how many rebounds did he end up? Only 9? Leave him in, coach. Let him get his double-double. Koopman's going to come out, and Miracle's going to come in. Koopman, another well-deserved rest. Koopman going out with 8 points tonight. My guess is they probably won't see the rest of the game. Bounce pass comes in now. Here comes McLaughlin on the left-hand side. He works it up towards center against Miracle. Goes back baseline. Little hook, no call on that as he pushed Miracle off. They give I thought a travel on Van Epps, but he got the ball off. Now it's back to McLaughlin, top of the key. He's directing traffic. Got a cutting Bixel. Doesn't give it to him. Three-pointer on the way. Off the rim. No good. Long rebound. And that's going to be picked up by Albertson. He comes in. Free throw line. Shot is up and good. 73-36. McElroy's going to bring the ball across the timeline into play. Gives it to Gallus over to Miracle. Miracle left-hand side. Gallus center. Back to McElroy. Ooh, they're going to call timeout. Oh, nice move on that one. We got a timeout, just a sub in. He said, let's just go ahead and sub. They're going to keep. Nope, not going to keep the clock running. They're going to sub people in. All right, so we got quite a few from the bench coming in. I lied, not quite yet. We're going to have Loffesweiler, Calvert coming in, and who's going out? Because you got 6 out there. Gallus is going to take a seat. Gallus going to walk off with 25 points tonight. Ian's going to come in, Loffesweiler. Bargfried's going to go out. So we got Miracle, Loffesweiler, Ian, Hansen, and Calvert. And a bunch of players coming in now for the Eagles, too. He's calling out and saying, everybody, big switch over. Now as we've got another, Johnson is still in. Then we've got Harms, and we've got Alonzo Lopez, and we have Fox in. But it doesn't matter. Gales have the ball. Ian has it, bottom right corner. Back to Miracle, left-hand side, right-hand side. Long three on the way, front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Fox. Fox brings it up for the Eagles. He's coming up against Miracle and Calvert. Gives the ball over to Alonzo Lopez. Up top now, it's with Witt, or Whitty. Witt. We're going to call it Witt. Witt back to Alonzo Lopez. Bounce pass over to Fox. Fox working on the left-hand side. He gets it to the center. Center ball there to Harms. Harms dribbles left-hand side of the lane. He goes there for the shot. No good. Ian gets the rebound. Way to go, Thomas. Here comes Miracle. Minute 32 left. He brings it across the timeline and into play. Over to Calvert. Right-hand side. Back to Miracle. Back to Calvert. Calvert looking for a shot or a cutter. Nothing there for him. Miracle comes back to center. Loffesweiler, left-hand side. Back to Miracle. Over to Calvert. Three-pointer on the way. Up and off the front of the rim. No good. It's going to go out of bounds. That's going to be Eagle ball with a minute 11 left. Got another substitution in. Miracle's going to go out and Moore's going to come in. 73-36 here in the final quarter. We got a minute left in the game. Gales are going to win it. And they're going to advance to the next round of the playoffs. And that's going to be Thursday night here at St. Edmond Auditorium, or Gymnasium. It's nice to have all these home games. Remember, tune in. We have video, we have audio, and you can be here live. And if you do come live, you can even put in like a little earbud and listen to me. I know you're all thinking that would be awesome. Probably not. All right, ball comes into play. Here come the Eagles. They give it to Harms. He makes a nice move in, but rejected by Hansen. Oh, my goodness. He tried to go up for the layup, and Hansen just said, no, and knocked it out of bounds. I think he's smiling a little bit down there, folks. He knows he done good. All right, long pass out top to Garcia. Garcia looks to cut, not there. They give it to Alonzo Lopez. Lopez working into the lane. Nothing there. Pass picked off by Calvert. He's coming down the right-hand side back to center. Bounce pass to Ian. Oh, makes a nice shot as he comes in for the left-handed layup. And the Gales are up 75-36. And that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. A 39-point victory for the Gales as they advance. This is Gale basketball. Remember, post-game show by Daniel Tyre coming up after the break. This is Lance Lennon with Gale basketball on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but function is in the detail. At Supreme Kitchens, they offer a beautiful line of custom cabinetry from Dura Supreme and an additional line of quality entry-level cabinets. They are experts in quartz and granite countertops, Fulgor Milano appliances, and custom closets. Visit Supreme Kitchens to start your transformation. Call Supreme Kitchens at 712-336-6988, or you can find us at 2230 33rd Street, Spirit Lake, IA, north of Ace Hardware.
There's a kind of magic to making memories, to finding time for the little things and the big things, the new things, and the things you'll do over and over again. It's the magic of a job well done and a well-deserved day of rest, of living life to the fullest with the people you'd never want to live without. Fairway, closed on Sunday, open for life.
Yes, those are chicken tenders. And yes, they're on a plate with your favorite Pizza Ranch items. Which means, yes, chicken tenders are now available at Pizza Ranch buffets. Make it a buffet day at Pizza Ranch.
Health powers life. From the delightfully routine to the truly uncharted and the unexpected can happen in a heartbeat. Mercy One offers the latest cardiovascular treatment options, leading-edge clinical research trials, and the region's top cardiologists and surgeons. Count on our experts for the most advanced therapies and personalized care, ensuring you're ready no matter what life brings next. Find care at mercyone.org/healthpowerslife.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent Jessica Miracle in Fort Dodge today.
From the heartbeat of local radio to cutting-edge digital campaigns, Connoisseur Media connects communities like no one else. Since 2004, we've been amplifying local voices, creating unforgettable moments, and helping brands truly shine. Whether it's radio advertising, digital marketing, or video content, we build connections that matter. Ready to engage your audience? Visit connoisseurmedia.com today or call us at 955-5656.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Dan Tire post-game show. This is Gale basketball back here on Sunday 99.7. Coach K is coming up to join us. I just saw him leave the gymnasium, but it's a long walk to get up here. So let's go ahead and go to tonight's player of the game, which is brought to you by Sports Page Bar and Grill in Fort Dodge. Bring out the entire family to enjoy your favorite teams. They have 44 flat-screen TVs. You can enjoy your favorite meal and drink while you enjoy the game at Sports Page Bar and Grill in Fort Dodge. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got some nice stats going on here. We got McElroy, 4 points, but he's got 10 rebounds and 10 assists, so he gets a double-double, just not the usual way. How about Hunter Horn? He knocked down 29 points and 9 rebounds. Coach took him out 1 rebound early. Otherwise, he'd have had his double-double. Let's count free throws. Did he get 10 of those? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? No, he only got 7 free throws. Otherwise, he'd have a double-double on that. All right, but our player of the game tonight, putting on a clinic from three-point land. If you ever want to teach your kids how to shoot, I highly suggest you hire this gentleman. Grant Gallus, 25 points. That is 7 3-pointers tonight. And I don't think he missed many. I know he missed a couple, but not many. And then 2 field goals for 25 points total. He had 5 rebounds and 2 assists and 2 steals. What a night he had. So that's our player of the game. Congratulations, Grant. Not only was he a spotlight player, he also was the player of the game. His mom talked to me at trivia night last Saturday wondering how they get their kid to be the spotlight player. And I said, well, he's got to do really well in a game. And she promised he would do well, so we gave him spotlight player and then player of the game. Congratulations, Grant. And with us now is Coach K. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks, Lance. We made some adjustments. Coach Rasmussen he came up with a great adjustment at halftime. We were struggling. We were letting them in the lane. And if you notice, they were spot-up shooters, and that's where they hurt us. They drive, they kick, and they could shoot it, but they couldn't shoot it off the dribble. But we were guarding them so hard, we didn't respect their ball handling ability right away. And at halftime, we made an adjustment. We kept them out of the lane a lot more and made them shoot over top of us. And
well,
that was a big thing.
The adjustment completely worked. Did you know what the third quarter was statistically? How you outshot?
They didn't give up a lot of
27-5.
Oh, good.
So I'm going to say it worked. I'm just going to
yeah.
say that one. Really, that was it. It just kind of. I don't know that there was a doubt in it. There was going to be. Yeah, they were probably going to score more points if you didn't make that adjustment. But I don't think they would have won. It just would have been a little closer, but that adjustment clearly, nice job. So
that's Coach Rasmussen.
Well, that's great.
He's sitting back and he's watching. I'm mad as a Hornet, and he's sitting back and goes, Coach.
I got an idea.
Yeah,
and it worked. All right. So first game out of the way.
Yeah.
And not that they look like there were any jitters, but you can always have those first game jitters when it comes to it.
No matter what. Yeah.
Right.
It's not always bad.
And the next game is at home again, so we'll be here Thursday night. Not sure yet who we play because I don't have the
it's Earlham or Colonesco. I know Coach O'Rourke is there scouting it.
Okay.
So.
I noticed he was missing, so I kind of wondered on that one.
Okay.
All right. Great job. So you had, again, just a selfless team and looking to find the open person. Now, granted, the open person a lot underneath was Horn.
Yeah.
And he does a great job underneath. But Grant, 7 3-pointers.
Oh, man, he's been working on it. He stays after practice every night, and then we came in the gym yesterday. We can practice on Sunday if we have a game on Monday, and he was working on it the whole dang time. Every time he got a chance, he was shooting the ball. He's capable. He got feeling it. That's really neat. I'm really proud of him. I'm glad.
And like I said, spotlight player and player of the game. I was talking to Father Jake. He went to college with Mike Collison, and he was asking, so your brother Nick is in the NBA, and you're playing at Berkeley. He goes, "What's the difference?" And he would say, Nick came home after practice and before supper shot 100 free throws. And they say, well, what did you do? He goes, I ate supper. And that's what you just said what Grant did. I mean, you put in the work, and it will pay off.
Yeah, he does. He's been really working at it. He's been bummed he can't hit that shot. People have been leaving him alone. Well, they're going to have to guard him now.
If they watch film, they're going to be like, we got to. And if they cover him, that's going to open up Koopman, or that's going to open up Horn. And Horn was double and triple teamed down low all night long.
Yeah, and that's going to happen.
The refs let you play tonight.
Yeah,
and that definitely favors you guys. I mean, having played with the 3A schools.
Yeah, and I'd rather have that. You're right, Lance.
And it doesn't interrupt the flow of the game.
No, it doesn't.
And so
you just got to work your way through it.
Right, and you're gonna work with the refs you get. We've said that with the girls. We've said that with you. And I thought the guys did a great job of adjusting to what the refs were allowing.
Yeah, and that's important.
All right, so 2 days of practice here. Well, 2 days and then game on Thursday. Anything in particular you're going to focus on?
Well, we got to find out who we're playing. Coach O'Rourke went and scouted him. So once we find that out, we'll watch some tape, and he'll have a scouting report on them. So that's, if they play zone or if they play man, we'll work on that a little bit. Who we need to guard, who we can help off of, stuff like that.
I noticed right away you were working Bixel to the left. Was that game plan?
We really tried it, and he didn't handle the ball that bad left-handed.
No. But hey, it was noticeable, and I don't think it was as good. When he did get to go right, he could handle it right.
Yeah, he was quick, right.
So
they all were better ball handlers than we thought. We went and watched them the other night, and the team played zone, so you didn't really get a chance to see them handling the ball in the situations we were putting them in with the man-to-man defense. So.
Yeah. Well, and I noticed as much as you were playing man-to-man, you were doing a lot of switching too, though. It was like off picks or everything.
Yeah.
Your players were doing a great job of
the
rotating.
Second half, we did a lot better job. See, when we switched, we got and guarded them on the switch. And the first half, we might have switched, but we didn't go out and guard them. Well, that's their shot then. So
all righty. Well, Coach, congratulations. We'll talk to you Thursday and keep on going on our way to the chicken coop.
Well, yeah, we'll be ready.
All righty.
Get after it.
All right.
Thanks
for your time and congratulations.
Yeah. All right.
Folks, that was Coach K joining us here after the game and the Dan Tiger post-game show. We appreciate him taking the time because I know he's also got to talk to Dana and probably anybody else out there that wants to talk to him. So it's nice that he can come up because it's not a short journey up here to get from the gym floor to up here. You definitely get your steps in. All right, folks, we got some people to thank here before we call it a night. And what a nice night it is. And that is going to be Fort Frenzy and Godfathers. It is all fun and games at Fort Frenzy, complete with attractions, pizza buffet, and arcade. There's something fun for all members of the family. They're located at 1st Avenue South in Fort Dodge. How about Kemna Auto of Fort Dodge? You can test drive one of their all-new electric vehicles. Kemna Auto of Fort Dodge at 10 South 25th Street, driven to serve, powered by you. Then there's Community Tap and Pizza. They're a great place to take the family or just hang out with your friends. You have a great meal with no work needed. They got it covered for you. You can also do pickup or delivery. Community Tap and Pizza, located on 5th Avenue South in Fort Dodge. Trailhead CPAPC, also our streamer sponsors. Remember, they are the ones that bring that video stream to you. That's Trailhead CPAPC. They're your trusted advisor, formerly Fort and Schlegel CPAPC. Trailheads focuses you and your business with over 100 years of experience in agricultural, accounting, and taxation. You can trust Trailhead CPAPC. They will be there to consistently advise you on all your financial needs. Check out Trailhead CPAPC on Facebook. Micos and Matt Furniture, customer service and quality furniture have been the focus of Micos and Matt since 1953. They offer a wide selection of furniture and decor in their 18,000 square foot showroom at 3336 5th Avenue South in Fort Dodge. ServPro of Fort Dodge, they provide 24-hour emergency service and is the area's #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. They handle the cleanup jobs that you wouldn't want anything to do with, serving Webster, Calhoun, Hamilton, Pocahontas, and Wright counties. Call them at 515-955-4009. Like it never even happened. And thank you, Dan Flattery, State Farm Insurance in Fort Dodge. Contact Dan at 515-955-7187 today for the best home, auto, and life insurance rates. Get a free quote. Check them out at danflattery.com today. If you would like your business to be a part of the local sports broadcast, please call the Connoisseur Media Studios at 515-955-5656. Be a part of Dodger and Gale Sports all year long. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to conclude tonight's did we do final stats? Yeah, I did final stats. Okay. Tonight's broadcast. I want to make sure we get everything done. There are some things coming up we had talked about, and just as a nice reminder. Tomorrow night, the girls play here on Sunny 99.7, tip-off at 7. South Central Calhoun is at MMCRU in Class 2A Region 7 quarterfinal, game at 7. Pre-game at 6:40 on 105.9 The Beach and yourfortdodge.com. Tomorrow night, the Fort Dodge boys basketball squad bring in Perry for the regular season finale at 7:30. Pre-game at 7:10 on 92 Rock and your Fort Dodge. And then Wednesday night, the Fort Dodge Dodger girl basketball squad is at Ballard in the Class 4A Region 2 first round game at 7. Pre-game at 6:40 on 92 Rock and your Fort Dodge. That about wraps it up, folks. Again, this is Gale basketball here on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com. And Declan and Genevieve Crimmins, because I now know you're listening all the time too. Go to bed. Grandpa's done playing on the radio.
From the heartbeat of local radio to cutting-edge digital campaigns, Connoisseur Media connects communities like no one else. Since 2004, we've been amplifying local voices, creating unforgettable moments, and helping brands truly shine. Whether it's radio advertising, digital marketing, or video content, we build connections that matter. Ready to engage your audience? Visit connoisseurmedia.com today or call us at 955-5656.